Hi everybody, Mrs. Scott here, and if you've chosen to draw the chameleon on your own, then this is the video for you. We're going to take a look at this picture to kind of guide us and identify some shapes that we're going to be using to draw the chameleon. In the front here, I recognize that there is a triangle. So that will be the first shape we're going to start with. We'll add the eye, which is a circle, and then we're going to come around with his body and try a spiral, okay? And then along his back we see a lot more of the triangle shape. So then we'll add some arms and a branch, and that'll be a nice shape to start out with for our chameleon. So to get started on your paper, this is on a piece of white paper. The black paper for this project is the background. So we will be cutting out the chameleon and gluing him on to a black background. But this drawing we're making right now is on a white paper, and we will cut him out eventually. So what we want to do is we want to draw him fairly large in the middle of the page. We do not want too tiny of a chameleon, because then when we glue him onto our big black paper, it's going to kind of not fill the space enough for us. And so we want to make sure that we draw him fairly large on our page. That's one thing that's a little bit of a struggle sometimes in kindergarten, first grade, so just try to keep that in your mind, okay? We're going to start over on this side of the paper with a triangle, and it needs to point to the side of the page. So for a triangle, you want to start with a V, and then you can connect it. Okay. If you haven't practiced triangles a lot, that's a good way to start. And then we're going to add in an eye, nice large circle for an eye. We're just going to put a circle inside the circle for that. And you can just add on the little squiggly mouth there. Alright, next we're going to start the body shape. So for the body, we need to come straight across horizontal for a while before we start to curve down. And it begins to look kind of like a C shape. We want to make sure we come down lower than where his head ends, so it looks like his tail is coming down and around. So now that we've got this sort of backwards C shape, we can continue curling in like a cinnamon roll for his tail. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to kind of just connect over here with our pencil, all right, and we're going to come up around the tail and then come back and connect to the head. And if you want your chameleon to look a little more plump, you can make this into a curve, more of a curved line if you would like. If you like that shape a little bit better. I'm just trying to simplify it, no matter what type of level of artist we have drawing. So you can decide how curvy you want those lines to be. I could have made this a little more of a curve so it looks like he has a little more of a belly if I want to. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and add those triangles along his back, and they start out big, and as they come around the back they get smaller. So try to make them a little smaller as you go down his tail. Alright, next he just needs two arms would be showing since we're looking from the side. So we're going to add on one larger arm. This is sort of a upside down U shape. And then I'm just going to make a smaller one back here. And I'm going to add a line, and it's going to look like our chameleon's arm is bent right through here. So to do that, I need to then take a line and go this direction next, this direction next, And mine's going to end up being hidden by the tail a little bit, but yours may show all the way. And then inside here, I'm just going to do a mountain line, up and then back down, up and then back down to connect. All right, there's just a couple places we need to erase. We drew right through the tummy here. We need to erase because the belly would be under the arm, so we don't want it to show, so you're going to erase that line. And there's our chameleon. Next we're going to draw the branch, and we want the branch to be coming from this direction, a little bit different than in our picture, so that it can match the goal of this inspiration piece here. So we're going to start out with a line coming in here, and then it's going to be as if he's kind of laying on the branch, so this would overlap. And then here we're going to just make the branch kind of pointy at the end. And we're going to bring it back to the edge of the paper. All right, those are the directions for drawing a chameleon.